Imagine uncovering a truth so dark, so chilling, that you wish you had never looked in the first place. Tonight, we delve into a story where secrets buried for years bring devastation when unearthed, a tale of betrayal, obsession, and an unrelenting quest for justice. In the small, serene town of Elmsbridge, life seemed almost perfect. Tidy streets, friendly neighbors, and a sense of safety wrapped the town in a warm cocoon. But beneath the surface lay a secret so dreadful, it threatened to destroy everything. The story begins with Evelyn Harper, a middle-aged woman known for her friendly smile and charitable work. She had lived in Elmsbridge all her life, running a quaint little bakery on Main Street. To everyone around her, Evelyn was the kind of person who carried no shadows. But Evelyn had a locked trunk in her attic, one that hadn't been opened in decades. When Evelyn passed away suddenly, her only daughter, Clara, returned to Elmsbridge to settle her affairs. While sorting through her mother's belongings, Clara stumbled upon the trunk. Its old iron lock was rusted but still held fast. Curiosity gnawed at Clara until she found the courage to break it open. Inside, she discovered faded photographs, handwritten letters, and a journal that seemed to be her mother's. As she read, Clara's hands began to tremble. The journal chronicled a side of Evelyn she had never known, one filled with desperation, fear, and an unspeakable crime. The entries detailed Evelyn's relationship with a man named Victor Caldwell, a charismatic newcomer to Elmsbridge in the 1980s. Victor wasn't just any man. He had a reputation for being both magnetic and ruthless. Evelyn described their whirlwind romance, the promises he made, and the day everything went horribly wrong. Victor wasn't who he claimed to be. He was a con man and a predator, leaving a trail of destruction wherever he went. Evelyn wrote of a confrontation on a stormy night, one that ended with Victor disappearing forever. There was no police report, no investigation, just Evelyn's chilling confession in the journal. Clara was horrified. Had her mother committed murder to protect herself? Or was there more to the story? As Clara dug deeper, she uncovered old newspaper clippings about missing persons, unexplained disappearances in Elmsbridge, and whispers of Victor's involvement. But Victor wasn't the only name that kept surfacing. There was another, a woman named Margaret Fields. Margaret had been Evelyn's best friend until she vanished around the same time as Victor. The journal hinted at betrayal and an argument between the two friends, but it stopped short of revealing what really happened. Clara couldn't shake the feeling that Margaret's fate was tied to Victor's disappearance. Desperate for answers, Clara contacted a retired detective who had once investigated the unsolved cases in Elmsbridge. Together, they retraced Evelyn's steps, speaking to old neighbors and poring over cold case files. Slowly, a darker picture began to emerge. Evelyn hadn't acted alone. Victor's disappearance was a result of a pact, one made in desperation with Margaret and another close friend, Robert Kane. They had confronted Victor, demanding he'd leave Elmsbridge for good, but the confrontation spiraled out of control. In the chaos, Victor died, and his body was hidden in a place no one would think to look, beneath the foundation of Evelyn's bakery. Margaret, overcome with guilt, had planned to confess, but she too vanished. Clara's investigation uncovered the shocking truth. Margaret hadn't disappeared. She had been silenced. Robert Kane, fearful of their secret unraveling, had ensured Margaret would never talk. Evelyn had lived the rest of her life haunted by what they had done, protecting Robert's crime in exchange for his silence about her involvement in Victor's death. The truth shattered the idyllic image of Evelyn Harper, revealing a woman caught in a web of fear, guilt, and survival. Clara, now armed with the full story, faced a choice: bury the past as her mother had, or expose the dreadful secrets of Elmsbridge. In the end, Clara chose justice. She worked with the authorities to excavate the bakery's foundation, uncovering Victor's remains and reopening the investigation into Margaret's disappearance. The revelation sent shockwaves through the town, but for Clara, it was the only way to finally break free from the shadows of her mother's past. Some secrets are meant to stay buried, but others demand to be unearthed, no matter the cost. What would you do if faced with a secret so dark it could destroy everything you thought you knew? As the case unraveled, the town of Elmsbridge was forced to confront its history, a history built on lies, fear, and buried truths. Evelyn Harper, once seen as a beacon of kindness, was now remembered as a woman shaped by extraordinary circumstances. Clara's decision to expose the secrets didn't just bring justice to the victims, it also brought closure to a haunted legacy. The bakery was demolished, and a memorial was erected in its place to honor those whose lives were lost. Clara left Elmsbridge, carrying with her a bittersweet sense of relief and a reminder of how even the most familiar faces can hide the darkest secrets. Secrets have a way of festering, growing stronger in the darkness, but when they're brought to light, they force us to confront the truth, no matter how dreadful it may be. This story is a chilling reminder that the past never stays buried for long. Thank you for joining us tonight on this journey. If you enjoyed unraveling the mystery, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another chilling tale.